welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program in the newish version of 0.21. And because save files are now somewhat incompatible with old ones, I started a new save yet again. I don't know. For some reason, it's just nice to have a new empty universe. For whatever reason, that just, I don't know, feels clean, new, fresh. Today, we're going to be fulfilling something that I've been trying for quite a while, or at least I hope we'll be fulfilling it. But we're going to do a SSTO flight with the original 3. Hopefully they don't die. My goal, well, this is going to be a first test flight. My eventual goal is to be using as many SSTOs as possible, mainly for kind of orbital flights or short-range flights like to the moon, or Minmus as well. Just because, I mean, SSTOs are awesome and ultra-complicated. Also, you'll see I'm using the KSA flag, Kerbal Space Agency. The logo is based off of the Canadian Space Agency. I think I did not make this flag. I think I found it somewhere on Reddit. You can just search Kerbal Space Program flags. I'm pretty sure it was on the first page. Yeah, I take no credit for that flag there. Okay. What else? I think that's it. Oh yeah, Mark 1 and Mark 2 are failures. Mark 2 especially. So we're not going to touch those ever again. Ever again. Now, I'm probably gonna fail horrifically. But we'll see. Actually, maybe something I should try first is land at the... Actually, I'll fly around here first, maybe buzz the tower, and then land at the second... No, at the island runway, not the second space center. That would take way too long. And I don't think this thing even has enough fuel for that. So, I think I'll leave the craft file in the description. But Action Group 1 is toggle all engines. Action Group 2 is toggle aerospike engines only. Action Group 3 is shut down everything. So, when you start up, stage, and then press 2 to deactivate the aerospikes. That way you only have the jet engines running. Then I highly recommend turning on SAS and fine-tune controls right off the bat. Get up to speed. You will not lift off until the very end of the runway, which is pretty common, to be honest. You can just see the new buildings as we fly by. And Jeb looking quite ecstatic. Just pull up, no big deal. Retract the gear. And I mean, look at this new SAS. I mean, look at that stabilization, however you say that. Probably throttle back because we don't. Yeah, I'm almost went out of control there. This craft, I haven't completely tested it. I have flown it at high altitudes at high speeds, but I kind of went out of control from careless flying. So, yeah, this will be the first time that I try its SSTO capabilities on camera. Now, as you can see, our fuel is depleting quite fast. I'm not exactly sure why, because towards the end of our flights, or towards the middle of the flight, from just like flying around a bit, seems like the fuel consumption rate decreases for whatever reason. Yeah, new buildings, tracking station, mission control, crew training center, SPH, VAB. There's a bit low of a tower buzz, but oh well. Oh yeah, and the launch pad, can't forget that. I do think, though, I will have to build a long-range jet just to see what the second space center looks like, see if they changed anything. And, oh, that's a real... Ah! No! Ah! Okay, we're gonna revert flight to the launch. That's quite embarrassing. Again, pilot error, careless flying, has nothing to do with the capabilities of our aircraft here. I should probably put parachutes on it at the least. But this is Kerbal Space Program. You don't need parachutes whatsoever. After all, any landing you can walk away from wasn't fast enough. So I say that was a 100% successful landing. Right there. So now we're actually going to try to land this thing. Yes, we're actually going to try something now. And make sure we are straight on the runway. This thing does handle time acceleration quite well, I have noticed. And we'll just point ourselves towards the island runway, aiming for the island to the right, then we can bank over to aim for the runway over there. And that's a decent pitch. We'll just accelerate to ×4. And yeah, ×4 acceleration. I'm pretty sure it's just the new SAS, but it's kind of hard to control in time accelerated speeds, but I mean, it's not really intended to be anyways. Just enough to make minor course corrections, kind of abruptly, but still. Should probably slow down now. And yeah, the island runway has changed a bit in the orientation and the island itself. And I think it's slightly larger, in fact. Now, as you can see, this SSTO is not great for flying just around Kerbin because it is so heavy. I mean, it's dragging all the weight of this fuel and aerospike engines and this, yeah, and the 3 cockpits. It's just not ideal for Kerbin flight. You'll need a separate airplane for that. As you can see, we also have a docking port, but we do not have any RCS on this plane. So really if you want to dock something, it's either something else docks to it, or you need to build some type of space tug in order to lug it around. So, don't recommend using this to try for this SSTO itself to dock to your space stations. Maybe install a space tug on your space stations and you'll be good to go. Now, as you can see, the orientation is slightly different, and this is a grass runway. Let's go back a bit. With rather steep edges, in fact. There, as you can see, the hangars are on the north side rather than the south side. And same thing with the control tower. Now, I highly doubt we'll have enough fuel to get back. So we'll just call over a boat to go pick up our fantastic trio. Yeah, here you can really see the steep edges here with the angle of the sunlight. And we're coming in a bit diagonal, but what the heck. That was a bad idea. Oh, flawless-ish land. Gee. Oh. Well, that was great. Well, Bob survived. That's good. 33% survival rate. So, perfect. Nose first into the control tower. Oh, as you can see, the old parts are there. Let's get Bob on. Oh, and he doesn't even bother grabbing the ladders. And now, with the magic of time acceleration on the ground, we will get to the old parts. Boing. Oh! And the old parts, back from an era when I did not even know that Kerbal Space Program existed. As you might know, I started playing Kerbal Space Program roughly at version 0.18, I think. But anyhow, let's get him back in the comforts. Grab. Board, and we'll just simply revert the flight. Now we're gonna try its actual it's the actual reason it was built, SSTO-ness. SSTO Shuttle Mark III. And our trio is still alive, luckily. Still alive. And we're gonna shoot for a 100-kilometer high orbit, just because that's a standard orbit that I tend to use. It was used for the Aurora space station, and it will be used for the Nova Aurora space station. Or I think I'll call it Nova Aurora. Or Novu Aurora. I don't know. We'll see. But this episode is for our flagship SSTO Shuttle. That's pretty much what it's all about, and it'll probably reflect that in the title of this video as well. And we'll just time warp up. It is quite heavy, which is the major downside of it, but after all, it is meant to shuttle 3 crewmen at once. And I do not believe I put a pod on here, a little remote control pod, just for if we do decide to empty out the main captain, in this case Jebediah. Or we can simply just, I don't know. The whole point of an SSTO though is for it to be reusable, so I would hate to break anything. And yeah, time acceleration may go off course slightly. That's easy to correct. Oh, we should probably turn on fine-tune controls, or precision controls as it's called in the main menu, or not main menu, in the settings. There we go, back on course. We should probably get resources tab on so we can see the air intake. When building this craft, I turned on part clipping, so there's 8 air intakes on each side, so that's a total of 16 air intakes, thus 4 air intakes per jet engine. So this can go pretty high up. I don't remember the exact number, but you'll see once we get up. And as you can see, air intake is starting to decrease as we get above 10,000 meters. And there's the moon. Moon there. Time accelerate up. And somehow the air intake has went to max, but in, wait, why am I throttling down? But in normal time, it is not. So this leads me to believe, well, can we time accelerate our way up? Even though we do lose some controllableness. Now I think we're approaching the point where we want to turn on our jet engines, but I really feel like exploiting this new bug that I just found. I did not plan this out whatsoever, so yeah. Jebediah's having a blast. And now, as we're approaching orbital velocities, we probably want to turn on... Yeah, we do. Okay. And turn off... oh, we don't want to angle down. We want to angle slightly up while fighting to keep control of the craft. That was pretty good, I say. For me, anyways. Yeah, air intake, you can just go to 0. I don't care whatsoever. And yeah, it has a tendency to pitch up right now. Oh, start seeing stars. Must mean we're getting out of the atmosphere. Let's quickly look at our apoapsis being halfway to... okay, throttle back a bit. Let's get back on course. Want to point right about there. Not too high, but not too low. And I did stock up quite a bit of fuel on this SSTO. A lot of that might be completely unnecessary, but I mean, better safe than sorry, really. And our orbit is getting a lot longer. Orbital velocities approaching necessary speeds, or that was redundant. Yep, orbit increasing gradually. And we still have a decent amount of fuel. I say this mission might actually succeed. And, just fighting those controls. How much fuel do we have? A decent amount for that specific. Okay, looks like that side is above the atmosphere. Once that hits 80, I think I'll cut engines right there. And we'll go ahead and burn over at our apoapsis for efficiency's sake. We'll do a few orbits around Kerbin. Actually, I'll probably wait until it is daytime at the Space Center, just for easy, smeezy convenience-ness. Jeb looking quite happy. Everyone else kind of freaking out. I guess they can't see what the heck is going on anyway, so I do quite understand that. I myself like to be in control. I really, I don't know. But then again, they have no responsibility, so it should be easy for them. As you can see, there are the stats for everyone. Jebediah being an all-arounder. Bill Kerman being same amount of courage, but quite stupid. Then Bob actually quite competent. Most courage and least stupidity. This ship, as of now, with half fuel, is 27.75 tons at 141 parts, which the part count is true because this is a single stage. Therefore, we ditched nothing. Okay, let's point our way towards the prograde vector. Now, I am able to do this because of the reaction wheels in the 3 command pods that we have. 3, count them, 3. Because, yeah, we have lots of crew members. Okay, that's a good enough orbit. Maybe just for anyone who has OCD, I'll just raise that to roughly 100. Roughly above 100, maybe. Yeah, I quite like the new SAS and the new Space Center. Looks great. Oh, we kind of overshot that slightly. Let's raise that a bit. Up to, good enough. Yeah, within 10,000 kilometers of each other. Yeah, okay. And this might take a while, though, to warp around that much. We'll just do a little pass by, maybe watch a Kerbin set. A lag. Okay, there we go. Watch a Kerbin set. Maybe take Jebediah on EVA. EVA, Jib. Ryu, first Kerbal on this save file to go on EVA. And obviously it has to be Jebediah. And now we get to watch a Kerbin set. Okay, that should be plenty of screenshots, plenty of pics to go beam down to the Kerbal Space Center. Next time we pass above them, we will go ahead and set ourselves up for landing. And maybe while we're up here, we really might as well let Bill also go on EVA. Just have fun in space. Do a couple turns. Woo! Looks like he's happy. And oh yeah, this shows for his stupidity levels being slightly higher than everybody. Let's see, he was in the middle cockpit. Yeah, whoa. Careful there. Up. Yeah, first person EVA would be so useful. Board. Okay, now Bob's turn. And because his courage is slightly higher, oh, he's a little frightened. Because you're probably the smartest, go ahead and inspect the craft just to make sure nothing is wrong with it. Slow down. Yeah, engines are good. Everything appears intact. Oh, we're looking at the underside of the plane, so the gears are there. Yeah. All the struts appear strong, sturdy. Actually, I kind of want to attempt something here. Let's go ahead and switch craft. And IVA. Nice. Hello. You appear slightly concerned. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think Bob is really enjoying this. Grab. Board. And there we go. Where is the beloved Space Center? It appears to be in the very, very dark reaches of the planet. So where shall we burn, you say? I say we fast forward until we get results. In the sun, of course. So yeah, I can barely see anything here. Actually, I think I can make it out just enough to actually do something with this. Let's go ahead and shoot for it right now. Even though it'll probably fail in catastrophe, at least this will be, we can call this a successful SSTO, technically. Let's see, we are on ×1 speed. So let's go ahead and burn. It's probably very hard for you guys to see, sorry about that. But yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, maybe a little more. Yeah, I can barely see this either. Too. So yeah, let's yeah, this is a steeper trajectory anyways, so there we go. Aim for roughly the islands. I think that's what I'm looking at. No, I'm not. Okay. We'll call that good. We'll call that good. Turn on the lights. And say, oh, we probably want to enter face first. And oh, it looks like we are entering the atmosphere. We will toggle the jets where we have about 3/8 fuel, just under half. That's pretty good. So we'll go with that. And time for beautiful re-entry, nighttime re-entry effects. I'm slightly concerned now we're going to overshoot though. I guess, yeah, we can always turn around if we must. It's time warp down there. Everyone's, yeah, there's the Space Center right down below there. So, yeah, oh, we're slightly out of control. Slightly. Yeah, I said only slightly. Jebediah is still having a blast somehow. Hopefully nothing falls apart from the centrifugal force they're experiencing. Jesus. That is, quite crazy. Oh, wow. Okay. Hopefully Jebediah can regain control, which I think he is. I think. Yeah, they're spinning a little slower. Oh, this must... Oh, wow. Yikes. I have a bad feeling about this. I have a really bad feeling about this. Let's just throttle up the engines just to get them warmed up. Hopefully the gimbling can help us slightly. Our vertical speed is not doing too well. This might be a really bad idea. Let's get some rocket assistance in there. And we're actually getting some stability out of this. This is gonna be a EVA. Well, yeah. Yeah. Well, you guys died for a worthy cause. Well, looks like this is going to be the end of the episode right here. This has been KLG Lang here with the SSTO Shuttle Mark III, a very original name. I'll try to practice with this a little more. I'll leave the craft file in the description below, hopefully for you guys to enjoy and maybe refine. And, I don't know, maybe I might even submit it to the Hot Gaming Kerbal test pilot, because I do feel that this is one of the better SSTOs I've built. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe for more if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.